What are your views about caste-based reservation system in India?
This is like the most protested and hyped up topic in India because first thing caste system is very closely integrated in the lifestyle of Indians basically, and reservation based on that is again protested not because whether it should be there or not, whether it should be on this basis or not. And reservation, the main objective of reservations was to bring up the castes which were mentally, psychologically, and physically uh, considered downward or backward and inferior, to bring them up in their own self-esteem, in their respect and economic status. These reservations were made. So now what happens is that the understanding of this objective has become very vague, and it's very hugely protested, mostly against the reservations. But basically what reservations has helped is that a, s- a certain this the statistics of the section of the society which has come up because of this reservations is quite high. But what is being neglected is that there is another huge section which has to come ahead. Now, based on this small statistics of few people just coming up is a misconception or a miscalculation on the basis of statistics, right? That they assume only this much of this section of this, a certain section of the society is the only society which needs to be brought up, whereas the rest is neglected. So this is a part of miscalculation, and this becomes again a misconception, like taken as a misconception by the people, and the whole concept is debated against reservations. But reservation is for development of these backward sections which are totally neglected in even psychological in terms, or put inferior or acted against in psychological terms. These are the section uh, which are concerned in which concern the reserved categories. So reservation should be there for that matter.
The whole point of reservation is like to bring everyone to the same level field. So I think the present system is kind of flawed because even in the same caste, there are people who have resources, and it's only those people who are getting advantage of the caste reservation system. So what maybe we can do is like along with the caste, they have to introduce this financial barrier and set it quite low so that only the people who are actually underprivileged get these uh, advantages from the system.
Hi, so I've been asked by Nikhil to talk about my opinion on the caste reservation system in India. Well, personally, I felt resentment towards this reservation system because myself being a general category student, I found that many people who had scored lesser marks than me scored higher in the JEE examination. So this caused resentment for me. Later, I understood that I was not seeing the whole picture. Many people do benefit from this caste reservation system. Many people from North India, yeah, not even from my own state, many people do benefit from this. So I realized that a compromise has to be. We have to come to a compromise before some things can be achieved. So for the overall development of India, certain compromises are supposed to be made. So right now my stance is that I am ready to make a compromise for the benefit of the society.
I'd like to restrict my opinion to just the education sector. So, because I have a little bit of experience in that. So, I believe that caste-based reservation is unfair because people do avail reservation under caste even if they are from good financial backgrounds. So, there are people out there who come from tougher backgrounds, you know, poorer situations, and who had to put up a tougher fight, and who deserve the reservation more, who's missing out on an opportunity when someone does something like this. So I strongly believe that reservation systems should be should be strictly income based rather than caste based.
I do support caste-based reservation because these castes have been suppressed in throughout history for a long time, and they do deserve for a system of reservation, especially in the field of education, in order to in order to make progress for their social and cultural capital, which is very low, and I think reservation is their right. It's not a privilege that we give them. And just because the reservation system in India, it's really ineffective in its concept, methodology, and implementation, but taking it off or banning it won't benefit the society to become an equal society. Equality is something that we treat equals as equals. So a group which has been treated as unequals for a long time, uh, it requires time and it requires special consideration to bring up them to the forefront of society. So education being the single determinant factor of progress need to be considered specially. So the problem is mainly the reservation we give is highly concentrated in upper levels of education, especially in colleges and university levels. We need to uplift them from their primary education level onwards, if that is to be considered. And also majorly it's often the elite classes of SCs and STs who make benefit of reservation system. That all should be taken care of and changed, rather than banning the system of reservation completely. That won't do any good. So I think reservation should be there in the society, and it should not be banned.
I think the reservation should be based on economic factors rather than this caste. What it does is it reduces the opportunities for high caste people, and it increases the opportunities for low caste, and thus it's creating a rift between different castes. So I think it should be based on economic factors rather than social factors.
Yeah, caste-based reservation. I mean, my own views on it is that we should have it. I'd, I'd say that there is major flaws in the system, and that like for the past 60 plus years we have been having the same system, but it hasn't been delivering the results that we have wanted. So there is major flaws in the system, and we need to rig the system a bit. But I would say we should need, like, we need caste based reservation, because like those people who actually go against, talk against reservation, saying that that they are not receiving the benefits, or they are, it's an unjust system. What they don't see is that they need to be awakened socially. They need to have some amount of social realization, I guess. Anyways, so what I would like to say on this is that there's a lot to say actually. So like for this small amount of time, I'll just say that yeah, we need cost based reservation, but maybe we could actually bring in some other indicators that could actually be, make it a more effective tool, like maybe bringing another creamy layer thing for the SCST categories, like it has been implemented for OBCs, or something of that sort. But yeah, basically I am pro caste based reservation.
Regarding the caste system or the reservation in India, I would like to say in the educational institutions, well, I would agree there are certain pros. But when it comes to government jobs or employment opportunities, I would like to say stress on the point that there shouldn't be any reservation, because when it comes to education, well, everyone needs to be educated, and they shouldn't. I mean, it shouldn't be only for the privileged.
Caste based reservation, basically the term itself is very problematic, caste based reservation, but still in a country like India where caste discrimination is still prevalent, it is very much it is very much need of the present time that we need reservation based on caste itself. At the same time, from an economic point of view also, maybe because I have seen people who are enjoying the benefits of caste-based reservation, especially in premium institutes like our IITs or IIM or med colleges and all, where people who are supposed to deserve the benefits of caste-based reservations are not people um, in that category. Actually, people who are well off, especially from the economic point of view, and who have moved from this caste-based discrimination category, those people are enjoying the benefit of caste-based reservation in many of these institutes. So what I would like to say is that if people who actually are from one particular caste and they have been suffering this discrimination for a long time in our country, if they get the opportunity to enjoy the benefits of this caste-based discrimination, it will be better for us as a whole Indians. to see that our fellow beings who are discriminated based on just a caste, which is, I don't know how people can discriminate based on caste, but still come forward and be with us, who people are privileged, at least for me, people like me who are privileged to move beyond all these discriminations and enjoy the benefits of so-called development of our country.
I second her, and instead of caste based reservation, I would suggest an economic based reservation. That's it.
Initially, caste system was there in India when there was a large difference between the poor people who were majority in the lower caste and the richer people who were mainly in the higher caste. So at that point of time, caste reservation was good. But now I feel that there is more of an equilibrium between the people in the lower caste and the higher caste who have like enough income for them. So instead of being based on caste, it should be like based on their income. So like if they can find out the average income of the people, then based on some level, we should find the.
I do feel caste reservation system in India is very important as far as the lower caste is concerned. It is important that good education and opportunities reach the poor. These people were devoid of such opportunities previously, and caste reservation system is one important measure taken by the government to improve the lower caste. So one thing the government should make sure is such reservation should reach the right people. That's all.